Well, let me tell you about my grandfather Nelson. When he was only 27 years old, he saw and conversed with his father, who died on January 27th, 1891, so about 3 months after his death. Now, my grandfather kept a journal. I think it's not more than half a dozen pages long, but this is the main entry in the journal. And when Father came, he said, "Well, my son, I had a few spare minutes. I received permission to come and see you for a few minutes." "I'm very glad to see you, Father. How do you do?" "I'm feeling well, my son. How are you and Mother and the boys getting along?" "I'm well, Father. Can you see us at all times? Do you know what we are doing?" "No, my son, I cannot. I have something else to do. I have been assigned work that must be performed." "What have you been doing since you died, Father?" He looked at me and smiled. "My son, I received my commission to preach the gospel. I've been traveling together with Apostle Erastus Snow ever since I died. You cannot imagine, my son, how many spirits there are in the spirit world that have not yet received the gospel. But many are receiving it, and a great work is being accomplished. Many are anxiously looking forth to their friends who are still living to administer for them in the temples. I've been very busy in preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ." "Father, is the gospel as taught by this church true?" "My son, do you see that picture?" Pointing to a picture of the first presidency of the church hanging on the wall. "Yes, I see it." "Well, just as sure as you see that picture, just as sure is the gospel true. The gospel of Jesus Christ has within it the power of saving every man and woman that will obey it, and in no other way can they ever obtain salvation in the kingdom of God. My son, always cling to the gospel. Be faithful to the covenant you have made with God. My son, be a good boy. Goodbye." Now, my grandfather felt this was very sacred, and he said, "I write it for the benefit of my family and friends." How precious it is that he kept that record for me, because I never knew him. He died when my father was 17, but he left me this precious record. And now that I'm a general authority of the church, I assume everybody in the world is part of my family, so I share it.